When my father passed away, my relationship with him had pretty much ended 3 years prior to his passing. And I've been forever kind of haunted by the fact that I wasn't included in his obituary. And this kind of bobs up and down in my consciousness, every now and then. So this is something dedicated to that experience, And for those of you that don't know French, sans means without. Obituary sans son. While alive, he was expert at what the dead are, annoying the living. And now dead, he could practice his craft all day long. Sans, sun up, sans, sun down. And interestingly enough, I was writing two poems at the same time. I started out with this one. I didn't know where I was going to go. I remember I was talking to you about, like, sometimes I just sit in front of the page and things come out. Sometimes the title comes out. And in this case, the first lines came out, but here it goes. The sweet, smelly dead. How cumbersome the dying can be, especially when they rub up against you and impress their stiff smelliness upon you. A stench that not even 1,001 wilting carnations can make go away. Maybe daisies. Aren't the dead always pushing up daisies? Their new God mission, pushing up flowers to beautify the earth. Or better yet, ruin someone's lawn. Not bad, but how about calla lilies? For God's sake, how did calla lilies get into the death picture? They must have been part of some leftist Latin lovers graffiti painter's idiom. Those Latins. Those Latins. You can always count on them for strokes of genius, like the piñata, or lapses of lunacy, like revolutions. Just look out how they solve their smelly dead problem. On 2 nights a year, they turn their dead into candies and candles. What geniuses. Now, why couldn't I have thought of that? Sweet. I was fascinated with the whole idea of the phoenix rising, and then I started doing research on things like, okay, fire, after fire, what do we have? Cinders, after cinders, we have ash, and then the phoenix rises from the ash every 500, 1,000 years, and cinders still have some life, ash has none, but they rise up from the ash. And the poem is called The Phoenix Rests, question mark. No longer the fire we once were. Time consumed us into the cinders we are today, and will soon wither us into the ashes we will be tomorrow, unless in tomorrow's time we once again embrace today's air and soar on yesterday's wings. And I really love the word here, wither, which also means to burn. But the whole notion of the withering of the skin, I think it's kind of cool. This is for Lainey Williams, it's called Picnic Table. This is simple, what I like to call a landscape poem. The aging moss on the picnic table in front of your house still holds our fingerprints, and the ants still bear away traces of our lovers' feasts. Simple thing. I was just open to sitting on this picnic table in front of Lainey's building that was a converted school, and just seeing the moss on the picnic table, and just thinking how we were once childhood lovers, teenage adolescent lovers, and that the ritual of sitting at this table having picnics, just hanging out, that inorganic things are still very much alive. The Orthodox, some Orthodox Jews believe that inanimate objects have life, have spirit. And if you look at things on a subatomic level, they do.